Well, I was 13 and Dan was 15, and it was at Greendown Primary School. And the very first time we met, I actually wrote it down on my journal, which is quite funny. And he came out of nowhere in the cafeteria at one event after school and gave me a big hug, but I had no idea who he was, which was quite funny. And I just, in my journal, like my 13-year-old self was just like, this really tall, good-looking guy came and hugged me. I was like, that's great, but who are you? Like,
she was over on like a one-year exchange thing. And we just kind of bumped into each other because she was foreign and interesting, and she played basketball and I played basketball at the time.
He came to visit when I was 16, and we had our first kiss at my cottage, and that's when we kind of, well, I like floated to bed. I don't even remember kind of making it to the bedroom. I just, and that's when I knew anyways that he was really special.
So I moved in July last year. I knew I was going to propose, but I hadn't. So I moved in July. We got engaged New Year's Eve last year. So yeah, 4 or 5 months after I'd moved. It was a massive step for us though, because we'd not spent any real time together apart from, you know, the odd week or two here or there for 10 years.
We were engaged at New Year's, and then, so it's been a quick planning, which actually worked out quite well, I think, because it didn't give me too much time to like get fixated on details or anything like that. But I did most of kind of the decorations and stuff, and Dan's very good with numbers, and he's done a lot of the contacting and, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. So it worked out quite well, and just having it here was important to us because it felt like kind of like a full circle, and St. Mary's is right by our school, our primary school, because it backs onto the park, and the basketball courts actually kind of touch the park, so it was really nice that we could do it at St. Mary's. So yeah.
Sarah and I's friendship and relationship has been, you know, more than half of both our lives. It's difficult to remember. I can remember back to the time when I thought, you know what, like this could be the one, but I was like 12 years ago, you know. So it's been something that we've both grown up with. So it's kind of difficult to imagine that we wouldn't have got to this stage at some point. I just feel like my whole life's been building up to it.
When we weren't together, and I felt like my heart was a bit broken, like when I didn't know if we would work out, and I gave him my heart when I was very young.
Like I was saying about moving out to Canada, when the opportunity came around to apply for a work permit, there was no guarantee I was going to get a permit to go out there anyway. But the day it came through to my email inbox, I was at work. By the end of that working day, I'd quit my job and booked a flight for like 3 weeks later. So I called my boss straight away. I was like, I'm really sorry, but I'm off. I know you won't even give 2 months notice, but I booked a flight. It's on the 4th of July, sorry. Kind of summarises it, really. It's been something that we've wanted for so long. And it's just amazing that it's actually come together and worked.
And I don't know, sorry, it's a bit overwhelming. Yeah. And I don't know, all these cheesy things are coming to my head, like he's like my best friend, and you know, but I don't know, he just means everything to me, I guess, and he's, yeah, we just fit really well together, and yeah, he's had my heart since I was 13, and I feel very fortunate that to be here, to have come this far and made it work, and just, you know, the distance.
take you, Sarah,
I, Daniel, take you, Sarah,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
to death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law.
in the presence of God,
in the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
Who knows what the wider impact of your love and lives together will have for the world around you. And our hope and prayer is that your love for each other that we celebrate here today will continue to bring change for good for both you as your relationship grows and deepens, but for our families and for the world around you.
Over the years, Amanda and I have often wondered what kind of man would hold the key to capturing Sarah's heart. It only made sense that the young man she chose to marry today would be as passionate, complex, and driven as Sarah.
It's our wedding day, I've never felt so alive. When you take my hand and you look in my eyes, it's the best day of my life.
There's a quote from a cheesy preteen novel I once read that says, "You accept the love that you think you deserve." And I hope you know that you deserve all of the love that this world has to give. And I'm so happy that you are giving Sarah the love that she really deserves. And I just want to thank you for that.
When you sent me that message 18 months ago about could I make it to Montebello, it almost broke my heart that I wasn't going to be able to make it in time, and I was determined from that point that we would arrive here. When we met in Paris last year, it was the most special thing that has ever happened to me.
Dan is one of the nicest, most hardworking, determined people we know, and he will always be there for you when you need him, although he'll be late. Sarah and Dan, may the future bring you happiness, wisdom, and success. And may you both have a long and joyful life together as husband and wife. To Sarah and Dan.